friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today's pick a card reading, I wanted to keep it short and sweet and something more general, something to just provide you with some advice for whatever you're going through at this moment. So feel free to take a moment, meditate, take some deep breaths, and think of a question. And once you have thought of your question, I want you to select a pile. So, this first group we have is Citrine. Okay. Group 2, we have Emerald. Group 3, we have Mahogany, Obsidian. Group 4, we actually have a planet. We have Mercury. Group 5, we have Rhodonite. Group 6, we have Amazonite. And group 7, we have Garnet. Now, I will give you a moment to kind of process these and select your pile, and then you can go to the description box below and click the timestamp and skip to your section. All right. We are going to start with group 1. Hello, my group 1, my citrines. Let's take a look at your advice. We have discover. Look at the early dewdrops before they disappear in the morning sun. We have it's time to be more in the present. I have missed some blissful moments. And we have reliability. I am reliable. When I say that I'll do something, I take whatever that something is seriously. This applies to all commitments, even the ones that may have seemed small and insignificant to a less reliable me. From now on, flaking is just for dandruff commercials and cereal factories. I feel like a lot of this reliability, yes, some of it may pertain to reliability with respect to outside commitments, but I do get a sense that this is heavily revolving around your self. So I feel like right now is the time to kind of go within, to meditate heavily in the morning, maybe even outside as the sun rises if you have that opportunity, and just to really be present in the moment, to live in the moment, to take a deep breath in, exhale, and realize where you are, what you are doing, and why you're doing it. It's about not focusing and having anxiety about the future, and it's about letting go of the past, not having, depression and deep dark thoughts and regrets about, past experiences and decisions that you may have made. Right now is about you bringing this happiness into your life and being stable through this self-reliance, and committing to yourself and committing to your health. And I feel like a lot of this does revolve around mental health, and your self-confidence and your self-esteem. Even here with the citrine, we have the solar plexus, which does tie into your self-worth, your self-confidence, how you see yourself, how you view yourself. So, that is your message for today, pile 1. pile 2 with the emerald. Let's see. We have share. The busy bee should still make time for each flower. It's time to take a new path. I'm scared, but I know that I am divinely protected. And we have acceptance. When I get to know new people, I accept their actual traits rather than the ones that I project onto them. The same goes for not new people that I already know. Acceptance is the delicate art that reminds us everyone is their own unique self, and we can't expect them to ever be anything but. Man, how do these snowflakes do it? I feel like you may have overshared with someone. You may have kind of explained the way you felt about a situation or your thoughts on a topic that's a very touchy subject to this person, something that might be triggering, and it may have upset this person that you were close to, or it may have happened to you. Regardless, in this situation, I think it's important to see the beauty in the situation that's happening. Take it as a learning experience, even if it's difficult to move through. The divine does have you moving through this, A, with guidance and protection, and B, for a purpose. If you are someone who has kind of retreated and gone into this hermit mode because of this instance, because of the situation, I think that it is important to A, really show people who you are and be honest and open with yourself and your expression of self. And B, I think it's very important for you to get out there and meet some new people right now. Maybe find your group, the people who are more like you, that are more accepting of you, and that you are more accepting of. Because the people around you that this conflict seems to revolve around, I feel like you don't share the same values, you don't have the same morals, ethics, or belief system. And it is very important for you to stay true to yourself and true to what you believe in, group 2. That is your message. We're going to move on to group 3. Group 3, Mahogany, Obsidian. When was the last time I had a good laugh? Let's search for a silly video. And then we have play. Play among the grass and wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. We also have present. Journey into the garden to escape the two entities, the past and the future. I feel like you may be putting way too much pressure on yourself, or someone else is putting too much pressure on you to be someone that you are not. You seem to have a lot of responsibilities that other people do not have, and it is definitely time for you to take a deep breath and relax and enjoy something. Do something that you used to love that maybe you stopped doing because you've been too busy or too stressed to do it. Now is the time to really enjoy your hobbies. We also have the cleansing card. Yeah, here we go. Feeling bogged down by the weight of 1,000 thoughts, feelings, boxes of mystery objects lurking in your closets? Consider this a prescription to clean house mentally, physically, literally, figuratively, and anything else that applies adverbally. It is hard to make room for new connections and experiences when every bit of emotional space is cluttered with psychic bric-a-brac. So enjoy a major guilt-free flush out, and do not worry, you can always find new psychic bric-a-brac in the metaphorical clutter section of Craigslist. So there may be some people, these people that are putting a lot of pressure on you, it may be time to let them go, especially if this is a job that you're asking about. Maybe it's time to move forward, release the old, bring in the new. So that is the message I have for you guys. Alright, group 4, we have Mercury. Let's take a look at these messages first. We have, I am really proud of myself. Every day I will come a better version of me. When I start loving myself more, the universe will begin to show me abundance. Bloom and attract more than butterflies. And then we have teamwork. I am determined to be a good teammate in all of my relationships. If we disagree, I'll resist the urge to place blame and look for a way to solve the problem together. When we're a team, everything is a game, and when we're on the same side, nobody can lose. I feel like you may be struggling to work well with others right now just based on this teamwork card. It may be strictly at work, or it could be, when you're having conversations at dinner with family or playing games with family or friends. I feel like you may feel left out. I feel like kind of Five of Pentacles energy, like someone's leaving you out in the cold, like you don't feel so included, and maybe you say or do things to kind of reflect that feeling. And these situations tend to leave you feeling very alone and very disappointed in yourself and your abilities, and you kind of take yourself for granted and your, not only your traits, but your blessings and your gifts for granted, the talents that you have. Because it's like other people around you don't see the value that you bring, and that's okay. Just because they don't see that value doesn't mean that there's other people that won't. But the fact that these people are causing you to devalue yourself is not okay. It is time to start moving into a more loving energy, a more abundant energy. Not only loving yourself, but loving the life that you have. And if you aren't loving the life that you have, you do have the power to manifest change, right? So, with this Bloom card, I feel like it's time for you to attract everything you want in life. If you're not happy with where you are, if you're not happy with who you're around, let that go. Change, grow into who you want to be and how you want to be, and that will bring in the life and the abundance that you're really looking for at this time. Okay? All right. I'm going to move into the next pile. Let's see, my group 5, the Rhodonite. I'm going to start giving myself healthier boundaries. Enough is enough. We have success, bloom wherever you are planted, and adapt. You will get yourself to where you want to be. We also have ownership. I take ownership for how I make others feel, and I do my part to repair any bridges I might have burned, or perhaps even lightly singed. If bridge mending feels impossible, then I can start small. Instead of becoming a bridge architect, maybe I'll just skip the bridge and walk the long way around. Taking ownership is great for burning calories. I feel like you definitely need to speak up in this situation. If there was a falling out that you had with someone, regardless of, who feels at fault or who thinks who is at fault, I feel like both of you have done wrong in this situation, and I feel like you're going to have to be the one to speak out and reach out first if this is kind of like a no contact situation, or you're just not really talking a lot. I feel like maybe it is your turn to reach out to this person and to tell them you're sorry and tell them that you still care, and that you don't want this to come between the two of you and to hurt the connection that you're sharing. I do think obviously boundaries are going to be important with this message that you give this person, but you may have a tendency to come off a little rash to this person when you're communicating. Maybe the way you word your phrases is just, it may feel to this person a little like they're being accused of something they didn't do, or they're being blamed for things that they didn't do, and they're frustrated because you're in this connection with them, right? A bridge has two ends. You can go two different ways. This connection can go two different ways. Both of you have to take ownership and responsibility for your own actions in this connection. And I feel like there is, if this is a situation where you're not speaking to this person, or you feel like that bridge has been burned, I don't think it has, for most of you, I don't think it's been burned completely. Even though this bridge is made of matches, I think that as long as you allow yourself to change and be open to change and be open to taking ownership and responsibility for the words that you say to this person, that there will be a reconciliation. Okay? Alright, that is my message for you, Pile 5. Let's move into group 6. We have Amazonite. Your message cards. How well have I taken care of myself today? I will do better right now. And then we have listen. Be alert. The soft chiming bells call to nearby fairies. We have sensuality. Embracing sensuality doesn't necessarily mean you're a middle-aged swinger. It simply means you're savoring one of the coolest aspects of being alive, sensory input. It's time to get decadent and reward yourself with gifts for the senses. You could drop a wad of cash on champagne and chocolate, or you could tune in and enjoy the incredible gifts around you. The taste of an orange, the sound of the forest, the texture of corduroy. I don't know your life. The point is, it's time to savor whatever your senses can grab a hold of, even if that means that you are being sensual. Gross. I think that you have not been taking care of yourself physically as of late. Maybe you used to go to the gym and you stopped going to the gym, or maybe you have kind of slacked off and started eating a lot of fried foods or fast foods or packaged foods that are heavily processed, and maybe you're having digestive problems that aren't very fun right now, or maybe you're getting this mental fog and sluggishness because of, the way you're treating your body right now. I feel like you really need to open yourself up to loving yourself and receiving love from others around you. I feel like there's somebody specific in your life that is trying to help you physically, trying to help motivate you to take care of yourself because they love you. And maybe you're kind of pushing this person out of your thoughts even right now because it's frustrating. You don't want to hear other people tell you what to do, especially coming from this person, because maybe they don't take care of themselves either, but this person loves you, and they really want you to be happy and healthy and to be physically at your best. So that is your message, group 6. Okay, group 7 with Garnet. We have, I know I'm better than this. I know I deserve better because I truly am a good soul. We also have grow. All flowers must grow through dirt. And we have perspective. What does a hawk see when it flies over your house, besides the family of mice living nearby that you don't know about? What will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old and you gaze back on the timeline of your life? In this moment, you are being given the gift of clear perspective, of knowing that in the end, everything is going to be probably much better than okay. Think large enough and even big issues become small. Become an 80-year-old hawk and you're really onto something. I feel like this is between you and someone that you care deeply about. There's stress on this connection, and it's maybe you have recently had a disagreement or a falling out, and it's really hurting you inside, and you feel unstable, you feel uneasy, you feel anxious and fearful, especially with respect to the future. You may be even struggling with anger right now towards yourself or towards this person for what they have said or done, or what is going on currently in this connection. But just know that this situation that the two of you are going through is difficult, yes, but it's time to have that hangman moment and switch your perspective. It's time to see it from really your higher self's perspective and spirit's perspective, because this disagreement and conflict is meant to help the two of you grow. I feel like for most of you, this is to actually strengthen the connection that you share. There may be some unhealthy communication patterns or toxic traits that you both kind of trigger in each other. And it happens to a lot of us in relationships, right? Relationships can be very triggering. They can mirror energies that you're not happy about, things that you aren't comfortable with about yourself, and they can kind of bring out nastier sides of us at times. But this is really a learning experience for the two of you to kind of put yourself in each other's shoes and to see from each other's points of view to really strengthen the relationship and the connection that you share. And I think that it's important not to only change your perspective, but to gain the knowledge that you're going to get from looking from their perspective, as well as to really carry out actions based on that knowledge. So you and this person both deserve a stronger, happier, more stable connection. So try to think about that when you're shifting your viewpoints. Okay? Try to see, maybe you're angry at them because they said something, but maybe they said that because something you did hurt their feelings. So just try to see everything from their viewpoint and assess how they feel and how you would feel if you were in their shoes. All right, group 7, that is your message.